My name's Tracy F. I'm a PA in Farrow & Co in London. A lot of my job week to week would involve diary management, quite extensive organising of meetings. I arrange management board packs for board meetings, so I liaise quite a lot with some of the partners within the firm. I think which makes my job quite different to other secretaries because they would perhaps just work for their team. I deal with all the other secretaries. I do event management as well, like firm Christmas party, arrange away days for some of the team leaders, as well as general typing and minutes and telephone calls, obviously. When I was at school, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I did things like child development because I thought at one point I might have wanted to have worked with children. And then we did a third year activity week where we could work on site at a given career or choice. And I worked at a primary school. And although I really liked it, I just was quite bored and wanted something a little bit more hands-on. And then when I started doing more and more of the business studies, I just sort of found a bit more of a flair for that. I like the organisational side of things and the multitasking and just the variety of work. I just couldn't do things day in, day out that are the same. I stayed on and did sixth form in business studies to pass my exams. And instead of going on to college, was actually offered a job locally to help out in an office. I sort of fell on to my very first job helping out, which should have only been for the 6 weeks holiday, and just ended up enjoying it so much within an office environment that, as I said, I stayed for 5 years and only ended up leaving because the company went into receivership. So I think if the company hadn't have gone into receivership, I probably would have stayed there and actually not moved up the career path because I was probably quite low in the PA role that I was doing, and now I'm more at the higher end of the role. So I think with the company going into receivership actually did me a favour and gave me a kick up the bum to go out and do sort of better myself. Well, I've recently been diagnosed with Addisons disease. I was diagnosed January 2006, the month I was due to start where I am now. I'd been hospitalised a few times, had my interview for this job, ended up in hospital a few days later and over part of Christmas. Obviously, I think my parents contacted the firm to explain the situation. I think they went away, had a think about it, consulted the company doctor who, strangely enough, this disease affects 1 in 100,000 people, so it's quite rare. Knew somebody who'd got it and said as soon as Tracy's on the tablets, she'll be absolutely fine. I was very fortunate that they held the job open for me. They didn't really know me, so they just took me on face value and decided that I must have fitted in with the environment, with the people that the job was for. So I was very lucky that they did that for me. And I think that helped an awful lot because I think they showed loyalty to me and I've naturally shown it back to them. I wouldn't change anything that I've already done because I think it's made me the person I am today. I enjoy my working career and I love and adore being a mum. So yeah, I think I'm pretty lucky that I can have the best of both worlds.